Bonjour mes amis, hi guys. The new trend in watch marketing is to sell watches that nobody can buy. How do you make people pay retail? Restrict production. That works well if you're Rolex, but for brands that tend to get ignored, launching limited editions of anything and everything is the current fad. Seiko's release of what every enthusiast had long suggested, a blue Alpinist, is shrouded by a cloud of anger. Seiko has not only released the watch as a ridiculously limited edition of under 2,000 pieces, but they did it through the worst possible medium, Hodinkee, as if those guys had ever given a crap about the Alpinist, and only for the American market. It's a triple whammy. Between the rabid enthusiasts who need to have the latest and greatest first, and the manic scalpers, within minutes the $600 items were gone, only to be found on eBay a day after delivery for twice the price. Nobody's even had the time to decide whether they like the watch or not. From what I've seen, it's quite a nice dark blue that comes on a different low-grade leather strap than the green dial version. Personally, I prefer the green, and if the roles were reversed, everyone would go zany for the green. Aren't we like little puppets in the hands of marketing puppeteers right now?
Perturbed, I'm a little bit angry, I'm so angry!
One positive outcome is to see the YouTuber whose videos and opinions I've never cared for, the self-named time teller, explode. Even Clive, the rancher, who's quite interesting to follow, had something to say about it, although I'm positive he had no idea what an Alpinist was before that.
Okay.
Oh, wait. As his former pal Archie Luxury had made a whole video trashing the Alpinist, maybe he knew a little bit about it. To be fair, I had exploded, although not as publicly, when I thought I couldn't get my hands on the Ninja Turtle last year. It became my mission to get one, and when I finally did, at a discount nonetheless, I got tired of it after a month and flipped it. This goes to show, let's not get too excited about this, and let's not subscribe to the Hodinkee newsletter by fear of missing out, or drink the whatever brand limited edition Kool-Aid. At the end of the day, it's the stable brand staples that make the foundation of a collection, not the limited editions. I don't care how many Speedmasters or mega releases, with a splash of color here and there, a fancy box, and some cartoon on a dial. I have the Moonwatch, and that's the one to own. So how should Seiko have released this watch? The proper way would have been as a special edition, like they do with the paddy version of the Pro Specs models. Send the batch to dealers, let the craze take on, wait a couple of months to let people speculate on what special edition means in terms of volume, then send another batch, and so on. That way you can generate interest at retail prices or close enough, without ever actually limiting the supply, and everyone ends up happy. Isn't that how Rolex operates with their sports models? Rather than the quick cash grab that benefits scalpers the most, Seiko could easily move several thousand units. And who knows if they're not going to do just that in a few months. Now, one more thought. Let's imagine that this Blue Wonder had been released as a regular production model. Would you be ready to pay $600 right off the bat? I bet you wouldn't. You pay $350 for the green, and you think twice about whether you really need another one, and whether that blue is the right shade, and whether it's better than the green after all. And another debate would ensue. Face it, you don't need a blue Alpinist. And for $600, you can get a half discounted $1,200 Hamilton on the grey market. That would be better in every way. So shrug it off, don't be a sheep, and screw you, Hodinkee.